Alrighty, so I figured I would go over the pre the 11th anniversary kickoff campaign. My understanding is that this is going to be a 2-week campaign, and after this campaign, we will start the 11th anniversary. So this isn't the 11th anniversary, it is like pre 11th anniversary. So just keep that in mind. There are some nice things. I wanted to touch on all of the updates. So, starting with the guild battle changes, it looks like CPUs before didn't move. Even if, so for example, if none of the enemies are online, the CPUs didn't do anything. Now it appears that the CPUs will go back to being the way that they used to be. So even if you're the only one in guild battles, the CPUs will still do things. They won't uni on their own, but they'll, if you uni, then the enemies will also throw unis. So it's no longer a guaranteed win. So that'll be kind of interesting for people who are playing playing against people who don't even show up. There is a social media campaign. You can check that out on X or Facebook. So that's kind of cool. Item packs, I looked at these. They're just the standard stuff. I'll get to them in a little bit. The 11th anniversary rush. You're basically going to be getting a bunch of keys. Now, keep in mind, these keys, when you are actually running them, usually they give you something at the very end. So for example, they'll give you gems or they'll give you drops of ether or something like that. In times past, usually you can double it. So treasure hunters have a 25% chance to double the end reward. I would always recommend swapping to treasure hunter to pop these types of keys. Just be aware that that's a standard thing that happens. Now, occasionally they'll drop an event that treasure hunters doesn't, like it doesn't matter. But usually speaking, you can swap to treasure hunters and get way more rewards. So what I end up doing is I end up just accumulating all of the keys until the last day. And then I will use all of the keys. I'll swap to treasure hunter, use all the keys back to back to back, and get my rewards that way. That's the way I like to do it. But if you're doing this once a day or daily or something like that, just remember to swap to treasure hunter. Even if it doesn't apply, it's still worth it just in case it does. So we have collection cards, blah, blah, blah. You get drops of ether, spawn tickets, more drops of ether, quartz fragments, drops of ether, and another spawn ticket. There's a bunch of things that you can get from the spawn ticket. I spawned it and I didn't get anything good. So don't expect anything, but it's interesting. There's some nice weapons that came out. So we'll have to see how that goes. There's some background story that nobody gives a shit about. You have this monster, which is going to be the monster for the event. It's the free monster. She's absolutely worth getting just for the 30k in stats and the fire element. So you can add this to your fire sets in order to beat wind. So that'll be really, really nice. The weapons are okay. For new players, they're pretty good, but for returning players, they're pretty bad. Now, this is the most interesting thing. We get reduction resistance. So this will be 15%, reduces physical and magical damage taken. Now, this can be penetrated, so it's not great, but it's interesting. They may end up coming out with more of these later on. I would not be surprised if that was the case. And that's pretty much everything from this. Now, that's the one that I just did. I did want to say there is an awesome sticker design contest that I will get to. But the sticker design contest, you basically there's a template, and you'll do it, and you get some gems as well. And that is on the Discord mainly. And so let's go. These packs here are pretty nice. If you're going to do any of the packs for the drops of ether, start with the 38 cost. Remember, you can always do the mathematics. So remember, something like miles per hour tells you how far you can get in distance divided by time. You can do the same thing with anything else. So you can do drops of ether per dollar spent. So how many drops of ether do you get per dollar that you spend? And you can always divide those. So for example, 25 divided by 38 to get a ratio to be able to determine which one gives you the most drops of ether per dollar spent. So you can do that. And then everyone should be able to get to 200K. I was able to get to 400K last event, and I didn't have any boosts at all, basically. So you should absolutely be able to get to 200K for the 45 cost Nino. That is super, super worth it. And then when you're actually doing the trade-ins, make sure that you're trading in first for the monster, and then you want to prioritize things like drops of ether are the most helpful, and tapsies for new players. Those are going to be like the biggest things. Alrighty. Hang on just a second. Oh, before I swap over to Discord, I wanted to talk about this as well. The Abyss mission, I probably won't release a guide to how to do it. I ran with randos. You can only use water monsters, so just be aware of that. And it was not difficult. I did not find it difficult. I may end up doing an Abyss run, to show you guys. But it's not worth it to run this for points. So you get the best prestige from the 60. You're basically only doing the Abyss to get it cleared. But I did want to let you guys know. So over on the A-Team Discord, you get the sticker contest here. Just make sure that you're filling it out. This here is the template that I was talking about, and you just post it. There are some cool ones. I think my favorite so far is the side-eye one, but we'll have to see what else comes out. And yeah, it's a little bit of fun. So yeah, that's pretty much everything.